I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for it.
Welcome back, my friends, and welcome to House Rules Fantasy Football Weekly Update. And oh my God, what a week it was. Week 14 is in the books. Our fantasy football regular season is done and over. We are now going into the playoffs, baby. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
So, we're not going to talk about how the Lions upset the Packers, or the Steelers took down the Browns, Dolphins put a hurting on the Jets in overtime, the Saints barely beat the Giants, Vikings absolutely embarrassed the Falcons, the Jaguars got a win again, good for them. 49ers kind of got the groove back over the Bears. Seahawks swept the Cardinals this year. Let me see, Eagles almost lost to the Panthers. That was a very close game. We're talking about how Bryce Young is kind of putting some hurting on some teams and getting really close to wins, but not quite getting there. Buccaneers, of course, beat the Raiders. Chiefs almost lost to the Chargers, but won in normal Chiefs fashion with a freaking field goal at the end of the game. The Bengals last night completely tearing apart the Cowboys right there at the end and dashing their hope for anything. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the NFL. We're all caught up, but we're not worried about the NFL right now, are we? We are worried about House Rules Fantasy Football playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
So before we hop into what's going to go on this week and going into the future, let's take a look at the week that was. All right, so with that being said, we are going to take a look at our first game. Actually, it's going to be Wingardium Leviosa falling to Dr. Football. Cody, 121, falling to Mike's 172. I mean, god damn.
Damn!
That is amazing. I do hate you, Mike, for picking up Charbonnet. I should have never dropped him. That was horrible. And then I had waivers in twice this week to try to get him and couldn't do it. And Mike, you got the waiver priority. You picked him up on Sunday. Congratulations, man, because he did some work. However, I digress. Let's look at Cody's team over there. 25 points from Garindo over there, who's filling in for McCaffrey and Mason for the 49ers. 38 points from Addison. And then 14 points from Jordan Love. I mean, 121 is nothing to be ashamed of. However, Mike's team. So let's go ahead and roll this off. 38 points for Zach Charbonnet, 25 points for Tyreek Hill, finally showing back up, right? That's the first time. I mean, if he wasn't busy having babies everywhere. And then Josh Jacobs having 24 points. Congratulations, Mike, on getting the win and making your way into the playoffs.
Yay!
Our next game to take a look at is Hawk 2-12. Getting revenge on the name against Garbage Time. Brett getting 128, overcoming Vic's 92 points. Over there for Vic's team, 24 points for Brock Purdy, who had a nice game where he came back. Like I said, they kind of found their groove again in this win. 16 points for Saquon Barkley. And then, oh man, the old goose egg there for Komet. That hurts. I know that it sucks, man. And then 15 points for Aaron Jones. For Brett's winning team, 23 points for Jalen Hurts, 22 points for Kyron Williams, and then 37 points from Puka Nakua. Congratulations, Brett, on getting the win. All right, Tier Does Not So falling to CK Cronies. John's team getting 88 points, and then Christian's team getting 116. Over there for John's team, 24 points from Jawan Jennings, 19 points from the 49ers defense, and then 13 points from Herbert. Now, for Christian's winning team, 26 points for the Joe Burrow, 32 points from Jetta, and then -6 points for the Bills defense. Ouch, that sucks. 19 points for James Conner, though. Congratulations on getting the win, Christian. Even with a negative point scored, you still ended up winning, unfortunately. But hey, congratulations. You are in the playoffs, my friend.
Yay!
Next game, Flinderella overcoming 5 RBs. Didn't get to dash Alex's hopes because he's still in the playoffs. So
Yay!
Alex 135 falling to Flynn's 159. Over there for Alex's team, 39 points from Sam Darnold. He kind of got his groove back too. The last couple weeks kind of fell off. 16 points over there for Garrett Wilson, and then 16 points for Gibbs and Tracy. Congratulations on not getting the win. Now for Flinderella, 56 points by Josh Allen. Holy crap. 21 points from Chase Brown, and then 14 points for the Buccaneers defense. Congratulations on that win, Flynn. Finishing out 7-7. I know it's rough not making it to the playoffs, but hey, at least you went out on a high note by taking down Alex. Balls deep going against 50 Pinball. Now this is number 3 versus number 1. Quay's team 133 falling to my team at 140. Over there for Quay's team, 19 points for Bijan Robinson, 20 points from George Kittle, and 17 points from Cooper Kupp. Now I really thought that I was done because I was coming into this game at 99 points last night. And I was like, man, I need over 33 points to end up getting a win. I really wanted 65.96 points to get most points for the year, but that did not happen. However, I did get the win. So with that being said, 41 points from the Jamar Chase. I guess bust out and do a Griddy. Okay, and then 18 points from Baker Mayfield and 17 points from Jackson Smith and Jigba. So yay. I got the win. I'm in the playoffs, holding on to third. Didn't get most points, but Quay did. So congratulations on that, my friend. And still maintaining first place, even though I swept you this season. I do like that. All right, so spoilers. This was our closest game. Spoilers falling to Paul's touchdown there. Gabe getting 107, Paul getting 110. It was really close. I know that we were really looking at Brandon Cooks to get some more points, but man, it was crazy. So over there for Gabe's team, Kyler Murray getting 18 points, White getting 23 points, and then 13 points for the Steelers defense. Now for Paul's winning team, and congratulations on making your way into the playoffs. Matt Stafford putting up 22 points, 16 points from David Montgomery, and 12 points for Amari Cooper and Sanders, your kicker. So congratulations on getting that win, Paul, making your way into the playoffs.
Yay.
Now, with all that being said, let's get into the nitty gritty and take a look at the final standings of the regular season. All right, so as we're going to take a look right here, let's see. We're going to go all the way down to, there we go. That's what I want to get on my screen. 12th place finishing out the regular season is Garbage Time with a record of 3-11. Now, Wingardium Leviosa in 11th and Tear Does Not Sow in 10th place, both at 4-10. Now, Spoilers are in 9th place, Hawk 2 in 12 and 8th place, and Flinderella is in 7th place. Spoilers being the 6 and 8, the only person in that bracket. And then, of course, Brett and Flynn, 2 of the tallies finishing out 7 and 7. Now, going into the top tier, into our people who are going to the playoffs, which we'll kind of go into in a minute, you got Touchdown there in 6th place. 5 RBs in 5th place, both being 7 and 7. Dr. Football falling in his own spectrum in 8 and 6. And then Balls Deep and CK Cronies in 3rd and 2nd place, both at 10 and 4. And then Quay sitting there at 1st place with 11 and 3. And of course, finishing out with most points with 1,772 points for most points. I was right behind him at about 25 points short. Vic did finish out the year taking most points scored against him. So, hey, that's something, right? That's hang your hat on that it wasn't just your team. It was that everybody put up a shitload of points against you. It was just one of those unfortunate circumstances. Most of us have been there. But hey, congratulations on everybody going into the playoffs. So let's go ahead and take a look at our consolation bracket. Now, in week 15, the first start of our playoff run, we got 2 of our lower tier teams on bye week. So that's going to be Hawk 2 and 12 and Flinderella. So both the Tally brothers in the bottom bracket get a bye week this week. They get to sit back and watch the others fight it out. So with that being said, we have Tear Does Not Sow going against Wingardium Leviosa and Spoilers going against Garbage Time. Now, for our playoff bracket for the championship on our way to the Fantasy Football Super Bowl, we got 50 Pinball and CK Cronies 1st and 2nd place respectively on a bye week this week, so they get to see who fights it out and who is going to go against them next week in week 16. So Dr. Football is going against 5 RBs, and then Balls Deep is facing Touchdown there. Now, in our playoff bracket, it is fun to note that everybody in here is a former Super Fantasy Football House Rules Super Bowl champion, except for Mike Grace. Now, we have had new people coming up and winning the championship. Vic got his first championship last year. Can Mike be that dark horse that comes in and spoils everybody and gets his first championship? We'll have to wait and see. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what we should expect in week 15. Now, our first game to look at is going to be Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Dr. Football versus 5 RBs. So currently, Dr. Football is projected 94 points. He has everybody set. It just looks like his kicker is out or injured, so he's probably going to have to get a new kicker this week on waiver wires. Going against Alex's 5 RBs, who's currently projected 104 in points. Now, into our consolation bracket, let's go ahead and take a look at spoilers going against garbage time. Gabe is currently projected 88 points, and Victor is currently projected 100 points. Can Vic make his way back up and not sit on that toilet bowl throne? We're going to find out. All right, Wingardium Leviosa is going against Tyr Does Not So. John is currently projected 92 points, and Cody is currently projected 103. These guys are battling out as well because, hey, right now, anybody can take that last place except for the Tally brothers who are in the bottom bracket. So everybody's fighting to not be last place. All right, and then our main attraction of the week.
Stone cold lock of the century or a week.
That's right. I'm picking my game. It is me versus Paul. Man, I am looking forward to this matchup, and I know that Christian is keeping a close eye on it as well. So I am currently projected 108 against Paul's 100. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, man. I am just excited to be back in the playoffs. It's been a few years since it got a little bit of action, so I am looking forward to this, my friends. All right, guys, like it has been an amazing season. Thank everybody for being active, for staying present, for being involved in everything. I really appreciate everybody just putting in that effort and trying to win. It was really crazy there until the last couple of weeks when we started getting that major separation, but everybody was in the hunt for the most part for most of the year. With that being said, good luck to everybody in your respective playoff brackets, except for Paul. And as always, my friends,